Hello everybody, welcome back to Eric Perkins Artist. I am Eric Perkins, and in today's video I will be doing a review of the Castle Art Supplies 72 color premium colored pencil set. I have these all laid out right here already, and so they come in a nice tin with 3 cards of pencils that are stacked on top of each other. And I think the biggest issue we're going to have with these is being spoiled for choice. But before I begin the actual demonstration and review, I'm going to create a color chart, and then we'll do the review test page and see how things work out. So we will be testing the hue, the value, the blendability, and the erasability of these colored pencils. So, done all the hard work. I've got the color sheet here ready to go. Alright, so I've only made it through half of the first tray so far. Already I can tell these pencils are higher quality. In fact, these are going to blend really well too. They've got a lot of color, and this set has a lot of colors already that are really similar to each other. So it's you're getting a huge range of colors in this set. That the biggest issue I'm having is getting the pencils out of these trays. Now I'm about to begin the third tray, but I just rearranged it all the way. I reversed the whole thing because I made this mistake here in box number 71 when I was doing the inking. And that box is going to be the black pencil. Okay, I have laid down all 72 colors on this color sheet, and I have a huge range of colors here. There are a lot of really good colors here. As I mentioned before, they go down smooth. They're getting good bright pigmentation. I mean, they look great, and I'm really looking forward to getting into the next part here where we test these out and see how they blend and how they go down and what exactly the white does, because I'm used to a white pencil not being able to do much of anything for you. So that ought to be interesting. With the color chart finally finished, it is time to test out these colored pencils. I'm just going to use black for this one. I've already demonstrated this in the color chart, is the transparency and value that you can get from a colored pencil. So by laying your color down nice and light, you get a semi-transparent and light value. And then if you go over that or use a harder pressure, you create less transparency, a more opaque color with also a darker value. So this is both transparency and value changes. Let's find out if we can blend some colors. Let's take let's take a nice dark red. So let's go ahead and take this dark red. You see how smooth this one's going on. Okay, and then let's go with a nice dark purple. I don't know what this color is because we don't have names. They only have numbers. So this one's number 29. It's not quite purple to me. It's more like it's kind of like a violet red, although it's not very red. And you see how smooth that went together? It's not so much a transition, but it just kind of fades together. I'll take this blue, which happens to be number 46. And I'm going to go ahead and lay it down pretty good and hard right here. And then I'm easing my pressure as I go. This one is number 4. I'm going to do the same thing, going in the opposite direction. Okay. Ooh, I can kind of see it there. It's coming together and it's making it green. course, the more pigment we get in the area, the more it's going to show up. But there you go, I've carried that yellow through, and we've got a green going on here. Now, let's find out what we can do with the white pencil in this set. So, as I mentioned, I'm used to a white pencil not really being able to do anything. It'll smudge a little bit, and it can create an effect. But let me go ahead and draw at all. I'm going to put down with my marker a little box. I'm going to color this really hard on the right hand side, and I'm easing my pressure as I move to the left. I'm going to do a second layer on it. So whatever this is going to do, it should have a lighter value here and a darker value there. Let's go with a nice bright green or a medium green. How about that? Alright, so we're going to lay this down really light. That may not bode well. And the one thing I do notice is this color is going down really smooth. It's almost like a marker. Out of curiosity, if I draw an X, and I think I can see it, but it's barely there. Let's take a nice dark blue, fairly dark blue. This one's number 45. I'm going to sketch fairly lightly here. Let's pretend I'm making clouds in a picture. This side of it is my sky, and the underside is going to be the cloud. And we're going to want to create as soft of an edge as we can. It could even be like a night sky. I mean, now we kind of have this sort of suggestion of a cloud form. Let's try to gently scrub some white across here and see what happens. It looks like it is smoothing the pigment where it goes. So that blue that's already down is getting a little bit smoother, kind of being carried just a little tiny bit. And if I start scrubbing it in here, I think we might be carrying it just a wee bit. But at the same time, we're kind of hardening and defining that edge. So, I don't know. Let's see. Okay. So yes, with the white you can very, very, very subtly carry color and smear colors, but it's actually not working that well. But with some effort, you can create soft looking clouds or fog or whatever. Something that will take some practice, and you'll have to be aware of the tool you're using. So in that regard, I'm not overly impressed with the white, but everything else so far is working. And now for the final test. Let's go ahead and see whether these are erasable or not. So I'm going to make 3 boxes. They don't need to be that big. And we're going to test to see with a dark color. Let's use a dark brown this time. And so in this top box, I'm going to color very lightly, but dark enough that you can actually see it. Okay, and in the middle box, we're going to go medium, so a little bit harder here. Maybe a little harder than that. Let's go with the second layer. I'll change the angle just a little bit. There we go. And in the third box, I'm going to lay this thing down. I am literally scrubbing hard in this box to get that pigment in there. I'm going to do the second layer even. There we go. Now there's no question you have 3 different values there. Alright, that was the 3rd time. Let's see what the erasers will do. So this is my electric eraser. I'm going to go right down the edge over here. So we're going to test the kneadable eraser here. And so that's 3 times through and you got barely crap off of that. Now, vinyl, which technically we already use vinyl, but this is vinyl by hand right down the middle. That shows you they are erasable to a point. This is the thing I wanted to show you. Look at how smooth these colors are laid down. So the Castle Art Supplies are a better quality pencil. So here's where I was blending. These are smooth, showing you the gradient. That's your value. As you can see, this is very smooth. And erasing, here's the white test. And this white's not doing almost anything. I'm not sure what I'm really going to do with the white pencil at this point. I had to get some reference for the drawing that's here on the table in front of me, unless I didn't mention it already. This demonstration of the colored pencils is going to be done on a drawing of KidBuu and Vegeta fighting, and they are characters from the DragonballZ anime cartoon. One of the most important things to note here is that I don't do anime. I did what I could with references to try to get these characters accurate, but I think they look a little more like 80s cartoons than anime. I was going to put the characters in space, but I decided that's a bad idea. Instead, I think I'm going to go with maybe like a golden glow kind of thing. Just kind of like they're giving off a huge amount of energy while they fight each other. So that should be pretty cool. I did go ahead and scan the drawing and put up the black and white version for my patrons. So if any of my patrons want to color it themselves, they have that opportunity. So in this particular project, they're getting the black and white line art. They can download the full size high resolution image and color that, and they're also going to get the finished colored version. While I worked with the colored pencils to create this drawing, I noticed a few things. Between creating the color chart and the drawing with these colored pencils, I made note of a few facts that I think are kind of relevant and I want to share with you. So first of all, these colored pencils, they color really well. The color, it goes down smooth. They feel really good when I'm using them. The range of colors in the set is really good, and there's some colors that are very close together to help with blending. If you're looking for something really subtle, they blended really well and they layered well. So really good on all of those counts. There were a few things that I would put into a bad category. First of all, I'm going to say that these pencils don't have a lot of longevity. This is the first time I've ever used them, and I only did this one drawing on 11 by 17 paper, and this one color that I used in the background is almost halfway gone. Let me show you compared to one that I've not really used at all. There we go. They're about equal there. So in one drawing, I took this pencil down. It's about a quarter of the way down. But if this were your favorite color and you were using it in a lot of drawings, it's not going to last you very long. And the only reason I really say that's a bad thing is because of this next reason. The Castle Arts pencils can only be purchased as a set, with the smallest set being, I believe, 12 or 24 colors. So when you run out of a colored pencil, the only way you're going to replace it is by buying either 11 or 23 other pencils with it. That's kind of a problem. Now, the only other issue that I really had with these is that the numbers are printed down here at the bottom in sort of a silver foil, and I find that really hard to read. Obviously I'm wearing glasses, my eyes aren't as good as they used to be. Maybe you don't have that problem if you're using them, but for me that kind of makes it hard to tell the difference between some of these numbers. That's where I want to get into the weird factor of this. All of these pencils are numbered from from 001 to 072, which makes sense. It's a 72 color set. But they don't have names. They only have numbers, and you can't buy them individually. It seems like you would want people to be able to replace the pencils they use. So it's kind of a weird bad thing. But as far as the quality of the pencils themselves, they're very good. I really enjoyed working with them, and I will definitely be using them in the future. Before I end the video today, I want to say thank you to all of my patrons and my subscribers. Thank you all so much for your support. It means a lot. It inspires me to keep on going, keep creating new stuff. So I have a new thing on my Etsy where you can request a drawing along with specifying the size of paper you want it on, the media you want it created in, and the level of detail that you want. So I highly recommend checking that out if you're interested in getting a custom drawing done. And the link for my Etsy store is in the video description, along with all of my other social media, Fiverr, and other things that I do. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and share the video with your friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.